Good morning, Dual Universe. Welcome to another broadcast of Cinderfall TV. There's a lot to cover this month, so let's get straight into it. In June, NovaQuark opened their dev diary with emphasis on polishing and building improvements on gameplay. In it, they highlighted new voxel brushes that included pyramid and cylinder voxels. To add on to their list of building improvements, axis locking has been added to allow building on 2D planes and more uniform voxel alignment. Moving on to physics, momentum physics have been added to the game along with fall mechanics for constructs. With this, the physics system is starting to look more like a complete package and is something to look forward to. In addition, NovaQuark showed off the remote-controlled unit for the first time, allowing constructs to be controlled remotely, meaning all of your ships now belong to us. As always, NovaQuark concluded their dev diary showing the latest stress test and artworks. In comes July with yet another dev diary, this time focusing on Lua scripting, a much anticipated feature in Dual Universe. NovaQuark highlighted control units controlling multiple elements and showed an early version of the Lua in-game editor. NovaQuark also showed the screen units for the first time, which are capable of displaying text, HTML, and SVG content, allowing players to import organization logos and even ship maps. Developers introduced yet another new scripted element, the emergency control unit, which will be able to execute a script upon detecting ship failure. Speaking of ships, element damage has been introduced along with repair tools and shockwave distance-based damage. Elements would have textures to indicate a damage state. Both dev diaries are linked below. Just a few days ago, NovaQuark released a PR statement announcing that the private investors have now put $3.7 million into funding Dual Universe, bringing the game's overall funding to a whopping $7.4 million. Unless you've been living under a rock, you might have noticed that DU pre-alpha will be available on the 30th of September. It is not just for ATV members, but for all founder packages from Gold and up. For those that have not bought the package yet, you have until September 7th, so just do it. I hate myself. Let's take a look at the top 10. Growth is fairly minimal, but as Dual Universe heads into alpha, more players are expected to join the community. On July 6th, Vanguard joined the Band of Outlaws and started helping them on special interest groups programs. As a former division of the Terrarian Union, Vanguard's drastic shift in vision came as a surprise to the community. Speaking of alliances, some were recently broken. GLSU cut off ties with the Opium Federation upon a misunderstanding about their stance towards the Unity League. Though Glory commented on the affair on GLSU's community page, Kale from the Opium made no public mention. He later apologized to Glory, but GLSU still seems reluctant to have Opium back. GLSU continues its weekly political drama discussions on the JudgeCast hosted by GLSU members Glory, Pingo, and Butt Clinches. On July 20th, the Cinderfall Syndicate experienced a sabotage job. Sleeper spies from the Unity League handed legate power to unauthorized personnel, who then altered the community page and expelled various legitimate members of Cinderfall. Almost dropping them out of the top 10, this move was judged as an exploit by NovaQuark. Community managers quickly stepped in to neutralize the spy legates and start an investigation. Astrophil's comment is as follows. They at the Cinderfall Syndicate condemn this kind of destructive behavior by the Unity League and remain firm on their stance that organizations should exist to foster a healthy, growing community rather than exploit it for their own interest. A true Churchillian quote if I've ever read. NovaQuark also released an official statement to inform the whole community that exploiting the temporary org system flaws is punishable breach of the terms of use. Later, historian and Cinderfall administrator Karak Notabai released on Outpost Zebra his State of Affairs, a fairly comprehensive summary of last year's political changes within DU's organizations. The article is linked below. On July 26th, after several warnings, NovaCorp resorted to deleting Unity League altogether and revoking Slax's Alpha Team Vanguard membership for their history of fake account use and questionable tactics. This, in turn, caused Slax to leave the community in a rage. Slax's associate, MM the Boss, then publicly left Dual Universe himself, right before the anticipated termination of his own organization, the Galactic Exchange, for same warnings. In slightly better news, the Cinderfall Syndicates released a new website with fully redesigned content and animations. Its design was led primarily by Cinderfall's technical specialist, Celestial Death. Check it out in the links below. That's all the time this week. Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of Cinderfall TV. Until next time, stay fancy, my friends.